guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon. You can find me at several social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and Ravelry as Sharon's Craft. Although I'm not very active at Ravelry, I do post there sometime. So I really need to be good about that. So today I have some finished object as well as several whips with me right now. I think last week I only have one whip and it is now a finished object. So let's move on to the finished object. So what I had last week was this washcloth, a dishcloth basically. And I have completed this. This is a knitted dishcloth. And this is just the moss stitch or the sit stitch, and this is 100% cotton yarn. This yarn is the Hobie Cotton King. It's the 8x8, and I believe that was the worsted, sorry, I believe that was 4-weight yarn, and it gives this very pretty moss stitch. And I just finished it with I-cord bind off. You can see it gives this very neat finish, so I really love that. So this is one finished object. I haven't blocked this, so since I show you this, I can now use it in my kitchen. And that was the only whip I have from the previous podcast, from the previous episode. And since then I have also finished some other things. So the next one I'm going to tell you is about this particular sweater that you see behind me. I'm not wearing this today because it is super warm right now, and this is quite a warm sweater that is meant to be worn if it's quite chilly, but because it's very hot right now, so I'm not putting that on. So that one behind you is the Mollis Blouse by Caidree. I will put that info on the screen. The Mollis Blouse. It's Mollis Blouse sweater, I believe, in Ravelry. I buy the pattern from Etsy, and yeah, I think I bought this sometime last year, and I just get around to knitting it for the last 2 weeks, and I have finished it and I'm super happy with it. I love the shaping of the V-neck for the sweater, and I just learned how to do the left leaning increase and the right leaning increase from this pattern. And it is very interesting. And yeah, so let me tell you about the yarn. I don't have the yarn. Okay, hold on. Okay, I have the yarn right here. So the yarn that I use is this yarn. This is called Mist yarn, and the colorway is called Twilight. Is it Twilight? Yeah, Twilight. And this is a 35-gram skein, and this yarn is like super fuzzy, you can see. So this is how one strand looks like. Sorry, not sure how to show you this, but let me show you like that. So this is a very fuzzy yarn. I think this is like DK weight yarn. So this yarn, I bought it from, if you can see the label here, Daiso. It's a Japan store, and it sells like all sorts of things. And they have a very small section of yarn, and this was there, and it was the only color left of this type of yarn, so I just grabbed them. And for this blouse, this sweater, I actually used about let me see, I have 6 skein. I have one here, it's I didn't use at all, and the 5th skein is probably less than half, so about 4.5 skein of this. This is, the fiber content is 77% acrylic and 23% polyester. Not sure if you can see that. Wait, sorry, here it is. So it is not itchy or scratchy at all. It is very, very soft and very warm. And yeah, I like working with this. The only thing about the yarn was having trouble was with it stick to each other a lot. So if you make any kind of mistake and you wanted to frog back, it is not very easy because the yarn sticks to each other. So I think that's the only thing. But other than that, the pattern, I love the pattern. It looks so pretty. If I have just a one color kind of one color instead of like this stripy color, I think it will look even nicer. But because I don't have that yarn, so this is what I have, so I just, yeah. And yeah, I'm super happy with how it turned out. So maybe if it's colder, I will use it in my future episode. Okay, so the next finished object I have is simply this hat, this beanie. It's a child beanie, and I was just practicing on like just this color work. I just wanted to have fun with it, and then that's the float inside. I tried this color work like inside out, just wanted to see my tension, because my color work tension is not good at all. So you know, this is basically like a swatch practice kind of knit color work for me. So you know, and instead of just making a swatch, I make a hat. So yeah. Oh, and the yarn, both of this yarn is acrylic yarn, and I can give this to probably my nephew when he's a little bit older, because this is a little bit big. It fit my 5 years old, but my boy doesn't like wearing hats, so yes. What yarn is that? Let me see. Oh, this is the, I believe this is the Bernat. Wait, is it the Bernat? I'm not sure. I don't really know what yarn, because it was basically just in my scrap basket, and yeah. But what I know is it's 100% acrylic. That's all I know. Okay, so that's my second finished object. Wait, was that my second finished object? No, that's my third finished object. So my last finished object is this, basically this socks. It's the, no, I didn't use any pattern for this. It's just 2x2 rib socks, and I just didn't do the rib here at the bottom of the feet. I think it would be a little bit uncomfortable if I have done like all rib all around, so I just did stockinette here. And this is just the scrap yarn I have from my last project, which was the xylography. This is color B, and I have a little bit left, so I wanted to use all up. So I was able to make the heel flap and the toe just a little bit, just to finish off the yarn. And now I am super happy because I finished everything. And this color here, both this yarn is the Knit Pig Hawthorn yarn, and this is the Cobbler Speckle yarn from from Hawthorne, and yeah, I love this color. This is also from my leftover yarn of the tank top that I made, crochet one, and I have some left, so I just try to finish the yarn and make socks with it. I think I like the ribbed socks better than just stockinette, because this one actually grip my foot better. The stockinette socks that I have usually will become a little bit loose if I wear them a lot, so I don't, yeah, maybe either I go down a needle size or I can do lesser stitch around. Probably won't be very loose, but then it would not be very easy to go over my heel. Yeah, but I think in the future I will probably make more of the ribbed socks because it fits way better. So yeah, that's my other finished object, and actually that's all my finished object. So next I'm going to show you my whip. I have three whips basically. So let me show you this one first. This is just in a bag my friend gave. Yeah, someone gave this to me, and it's just a canvas, normal canvas bag. And so my first project is this. Okay, this baby cardigan that I am making. It's a very simple top-down raglan cardigan. I have made this before. I think my previous episode I have shown this. It's either the previous one or the 2 episodes ago. I made another baby cardigan out of the Lion brand Heartland, and also I think it was the Australian yarn, and this is the second one I did. But that one I made, I think, the size 3 to 6 months old, and this one is the 9 to 12 month, so the third size up. And I am not finished with this. I think I have probably like 2 more inch before I do the ribbing, the garter stitch ribbing, like this at the bottom. So yeah. So the yarn for this is a pattern I followed from the baby cardigan book, a knitted cardigan book I bought from Herrschner.com. And yeah, it's a very simple pattern, but that one, the original pattern, there's supposed to be stripe, but I decided I wanted to use just one color. And the yarn I am using for this is the Mary Maxim worsted value. This is a 4-weight yarn, and the colorway is 10. That's the colorway. And this is 100% acrylic yarn, 100 gram, 216 yard. It's a soft acrylic, so it will be nice. Even after blocking, it will be even softer. So, and this one, I like making a baby cardigan using acrylic yarn because it is easy care, and you can actually just throw this in the washer and dryer, and I think it will be fine. Yeah, so working on this as well, but I'm basically working on a few other projects. You know, I get bored with just sticking to one project, so I have to have several going at one time. So the next whip I have is hold on. This one is in the bag I have from Knit Crate. This drawstring, what do you call this? Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so the next project, the whip I am doing is this baby blanket. This is a Chevron baby blanket. It's a knitted one, and this is the first time I'm making a chevron style knitted blanket, and I find it very interesting how you increase and how you decrease, and it gives this very pretty effect. And I also love the color that I chose for this one. This one I am not using any pattern in particular, but I was watching a very short tutorial. I think it was about 8 to 15 minutes, somewhere there. A tutorial on how to do chevron stitch for knitted blanket. And yeah, and so this is what I did, and I love the color that I have chosen for this particular blanket. It looked very small, but I think I am going to add border to this so that it will be a little bit bigger. So yeah, I'm super happy with how this is turning out. I have like a lot more to add to this. So basically this is the color. I am using 4 colors here. So the yarn for this blanket I'm using is the Mary Maxim Oh My So Soft, and this is the color. Let me show you. So this is, wait, sorry, the label was ripped. So this is the Mary Maxim Oh My So Soft, and these are the color that I am using for this blanket. So this one is destroyed. So let me tell you the color. So the darkest blue, this is the color indigo. This is the indigo color. You can see there. Okay, so this one is 100% polyester, 100 gram, 257 yards. So this is the darkest blue. And then the second color, this one is like moss, no, I don't know what color is this. Aqua, no, turquoise, wait, what's the colorway? Teal. Okay, so this is the color teal. This yarn is super soft, and I really recommend for like baby blanket or even baby cardigan or sweater if you want to make with this. Very soft, 100% polyester. So I really cannot recommend enough, because this is the second blanket that I'm making for baby. So the next color is, the lightest one is the where is it? Aqua. And the pink color, because I don't have this Oh My So Soft in pink, so what I have is this Lion brand Feels Like Butter, but we feel like butter. And this is also 100% polyester, and this is in the colorway Dusty Pink. There you go, Dusty Pink. This is also 100% polyester, but for me, I think this Oh My So Soft is a lot softer than the Lion brand one. And yeah, and this is relatively cheaper, so you can go check out Mary Maxim website for this Oh My So Soft. and it is a lot cheaper than the Feels Like Butter. So yeah, if me, I would just go for this one, and it's actually softer. So yep, that's all I have to say for this. Okay, so that's my second whip. So my last whip is something that I'm very excited about, and I am actually making I bought this pattern from Petite Knit. It's called the Anker Summer Blouse, and I just started, I don't know, like at 11 this morning, and it is like 4 p.m. right now, and I have done this much of knitting, and I'm super happy at how it's turning out. So happy. Yeah, this is the summer edition, summer version, and you know, because I'm from a super hot country, so now what I'm thinking is, if I were to buy any pattern now, I would look for summer pattern, you know, like summer pattern. Like, I try not to buy something that I will not wear. Yeah, so yeah, it's coming along very nicely. Wow, what's wrong with my throat today? It was fine before I record. What happened? So anyway, the yarn I'm using was previously in another whip, which I frogged because I wasn't having any joy from that whip anymore, because it was the color work sweater that I was doing. Let me show you the picture of the color work. I have it right here. It was this one. So I wasn't very I love the color work, but I do not like the fitting, because my color work tension was very bad. And if you see this part, the color work part here, it was very tight, and it couldn't go over like my shoulder. So that was very disappointing. But on the brighter side, I'm quite happy that I frogged it, so that I don't have to think about it anymore, because I have put this particular sweater on pause for quite a while, because I was so unhappy with the fitting that I was just leaving it to one side. And I was thinking about, like, if I were to finish the sweater, I don't think I will wear it, because the color wouldn't go through my shoulder area. It would just stay up, and I don't think I'll be wearing it at all. So I might as well just frog the whole sweater and use the yarn for something else. So that's what I did. I used the yarn for this Anker summer blouse, and I am sure this fitting will be a lot better because there's no color work, and I am knitting the size large, because I know the sweater that in the pattern, there is no, I mean, there's only like 0.5 centimeter of ease. It's quite hugging to the body, and I don't like that. So I usually knit like size M, then I just go up to size L, so there will be a lot more ease than just 0.5 cm. So yeah, so working on that. Also, the yarn I am using is this yarn, the Vidalana Linen Jewel. This is what's this? By Knit Crate, and the colorway is Midsummer Rose. That's the colorway. And then the fiber content is 50% superwash merino, 30% linen, 20% silk. So I hope it is a good summer yarn somewhat. Although there's some superwash merino, but there's also linen and silk, and it's very lightweight because this is fingering weight, and it's 100-gram hank and 400 yards. So I think I will just need like two cakes. So this is my second one. So yeah, I am so happy that I finally bought one petite knit pattern. I have been wanting to try, but I wasn't confident enough with my pattern reading for knitting. So I have been trying to learn more knitting pattern abbreviation so that I can do a lot more pattern. And if it's crochet, I usually wouldn't buy the pattern. For crochet, I will usually just wing it and do my own style and whatever I want. But for knitting, I am not confident at all on the increase and the decrease, just like my colorwork sweater. And so it will be better if I have a pattern in hand so that I can do exactly as the pattern said, and you know, I wouldn't have any problem. Although I only have one problem though. Even if I have the pattern, the only problem is I do not swatch. Yeah, I do not swatch. I'm not very obedient actually in swatching. And so that is why I usually prefer to go up a size. I would rather whatever I make to be a little bit bigger than too tight, a little bit looser than if it's too tight. So yeah. Yeah, okay, so there's another thing that I frogged. It was another sweater that I started. I was so excited about it, but because I was doing like halfway up the body and the sweater seemed so small and it didn't really stretch out a lot, so I wasn't very happy, and I also put it on timeout. And then when I look at all my unfinished object, the whip that I've been putting aside, and I was like, okay, I decided to frog it as well. But I have posted the photo up on Instagram when I first was excited about it, and was the one. It's a cable sweater, but it was so, there's not much stretch on it, and I don't think I will wear this if it is hugging my body. So I would rather frog the project and then do something else, maybe following a pattern and guarantee to be using it, than just sitting there and, you know, like a trophy. You know what I mean? Yeah, so yeah, so I frogged that too project, and I'm super happy because it, you know, you feel like you have something off your shoulder and you can do something new and fresh with the yarn. So yeah. Yep, so that's all I have for you today. How are we doing? Okay, so about 30 minutes. Okay, so that's good. Alright, so that's all I have for you today. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this episode today, and sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about, but I hope you do. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. If you have any question, you can leave them down below at the at the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.